If you truly want to know what your next step is, you have to connect with your heart and not with the thinking mind. Because the thinking mind only knows what was true in the past. But if you are connected with your intuition, you know what is right for now. Your intuition has a way bigger picture of reality, and the ego doesn't have that. The ego almost don't know anything. It just is a record of the past and that's it. But if you are connected with your intuition, you can see the bigger picture. You can see things that are impossible to see from the ego. But it is not very accepted in society that you are living from intuition, because people want to know why you are doing what you are doing and why you think it is working in that way, and you need to have a plan and know how long it is taking to get the results. But with intuition, it doesn't work like that. But intuition works. So you have to consider for yourself what is a better way of living: from intuition, from your spirit out that can see the bigger picture, or from the ego. If you live from the ego and you are going to think about everything you have to do and try to know everything before with the records of the past, you will just recreate old patterns. So you will not really create something new. It will be just the past projected in the future, and that's it actually. But if you are connecting with intuition, you are going to experience different possibilities that are beyond what you know, because your intuition doesn't need to work with everything that you know and with your past. So you are going to expand your consciousness by intuition, taking action with intuition, because you are going to experience life in a completely new way. And if you are doing that, you'll also gain more trust in your intuition. So you will gain more trust in the knowing that intuition can know everything, and that intuition can guide you to where you need to be, and that you actually don't have to think about the path and you don't have to think about the process. You just need to be connected, and that's it. And on the other hand, ego is going to make you suffer, and it wants to know everything, and you feel dragged down. And if you are living in ego and you are going to take your steps from the ego out, you are not able to connect with intuition, because your free will is that you are choosing now in the ego. And then you will never experience the magical part of life, because you are choosing to live life in a separated form. So in the separation, that the human body has to do everything, need to know everything. So you take then the role of your spirit instead of just doing what you have to do. And if you live from intuition out, you can go beyond all the limitations that you believe that you have. And you don't even have to believe everything. If you are really connected and grounded into your intuition, and you just know that your mind is telling you lies and that it is all programming and all an illusion, and you are staying grounded in your intuition, in your heart, and you take action from that point, then you can experience things that are impossible for your ego. But you don't have to remove all the limiting beliefs always, because sometimes you just know it is not true. It is just a record from the past that is playing off that you are experiencing now. And you know from within that you are unlimited, and that you have an intuition that knows way more than the ego knows. So you just take action from that part, and then you will go higher in consciousness, and it will go extremely fast, because you are on the right path. And if you are in ego always, you are going in circles for years and years, for decades. But if you go for intuition, you make so fast progress, because you don't have to experience all the illusions and nonsense, and you just can go straight to where you need to be. And this is something you can experience. It is not something you just read or hear. This is a real experience that you can have. And if you have the real experience, you will be more and more grounded in intuition. You will be more grounded in knowing that your intuition knows best. So even if sometimes your intuition is telling you to take rest, the ego can say, no, that's not good. We have to work. But if you are so experienced in it, you know that your intuition is right and you know what is your real intuition. So you take action on the intuition. And that's the masculine and feminine side inside of yourself. You take action from intuition and not just action. By taking control and taking all the actions without intuition, you go nowhere, not where your spirit wants to go. So you need to have the feminine and the masculine inside of yourself and take intuitive action and then see the magic that it is creating. And then life is way more better. You feel way more lighter. You have so much more energy and you feel better because you are living in your own truth, in the truth. And then nobody can tell you what is right for you and that it doesn't work or you have to do this and this, because you have experience. You know it is not true what they are saying. And this experience makes you more grounded. So you just know that it is true because you have the results. As you experience it, this is not woo-woo way of thinking, because you can experience that it is working and it is real.